इस लेसन में हम लीनियर पेयर पर बेस्ड कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स सॉल्व करेंगे। तो आइए देखते हैं फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम हमारा क्या है। तो फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम है वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स फाइंड करनी है और हमारे पास एक फिगर दे रखा है। क्लियरली आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर एक लीनियर पेयर फॉर्म हो रहा है। क्यों? क्योंकि एक रे सी डी लाइन ए बी के ऊपर स्टैंड कर रहा है। लाइन ए बी एक स्ट्रेट लाइन है और इस पे एक रे स्टैंड कर रहा है। सो ये दोनों जो एंगल हैं दैट इज ए सी डी एंड बी सी डी, ये दोनों एंगल लीनियर पेयर फॉर्म कर रहे हैं। और you know that the sum of a linear pair of angles is 180 degree. That is, a linear pair of angles is supplementary. So let's solve it. So we can say that ACD plus BCD is 180 degree. As you know that the linear pair of angles is supplementary. And we have ACD is equal to 5x. So let us substitute 5x for ACD and BCD is 4x. So let us substitute 4x for BCD and it is 180 degrees. Now 5x plus 4x gives you 9x, which is equal to 180. If you divide both sides by 9, you get 180 by 9, which is equal to 20. So the value of x is 20. तो x की वैल्यू 20 आई है। अब हम इसी तरह से एक और प्रॉब्लम लेते हैं और इस बार हम लोगों को y की वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है। और यहाँ पर हमारे पास एक फिगर दे रखा है। एक हमारे पास स्ट्रेट लाइन है, स्ट्रेट लाइन ए बी है। स्ट्रेट लाइन ए बी के पॉइंट सी पर टू रेज स्टैंड करता है। एक रे हमारे पास सी डी है और एक रे हमारे पास सी ई है। और यहाँ दिया हुआ एंगल y है, यहाँ 2y है और यहाँ 3y है। And we have to find the value of x. So how can we find this, the value of y? How do we see a linear pair of angles over here? So let us first consider this a straight line and a ray standing on it, that is CE. So we have a straight line AB. What? We have a straight line AB and a ray CE stands on it. So a linear pair of angle is formed. So this is this angle and this angle form the linear pair of angle. And you know that a linear pair of angles is supplementary. So we can say that ACE ACE plus BCE is what? 180 degree, because ACE and BCE form a linear pair of angles. Now we have ACE, but you see that this BCE can be written as BCD plus ECD. So we can write BCE as sum of this BCD and this BCE. So let's see, BCD this angle and BCE ECD this angle, ECD, and the sum is 180 degrees. But given that ACE, so this angle is what? This angle is 3y. BCD, that is this angle is what? Y, and this angle ECD is 2y. So it is equal to 180 degrees. Now 3y plus 2y, 5y plus 1y, 6y is equal to 180. Now divide both sides by 6. So you get y is equal to 180 over 6. So it is 30 degree. Hence the value of y is 30. Let us consider one more question based on the same linear pair of angles. Suppose we have a straight line like this and two rays. This straight line is AB and two rays OD and OC. OD and OD and OC stands on this line AB at point O, and given that this angle is x degree, this angle is y degree, and this angle is z degree, and also it is given that x ratio y ratio z is equal to 5 ratio 4 ratio 6, and we have to compute the value of x, y, and z. So we have to find the values of x, y and z. तो आइए देखते हैं x, y and z की वैल्यू कैसे फाइंड करते हैं। तो आप जानते हो कि एक लाइन के ऊपर एक पॉइंट के ऊपर लाइन के सेम साइड में जितने भी एंगल्स बनते हैं उन सारे एंगल्स का सम 180 डिग्रीज होता है। तो हमारे पास एक लाइन AB है, इस लाइन के पॉइंट O पर, सो दिस इज द पॉइंट O, जितने भी एंगल सेम साइड में बन रहे हैं उन सब का सम 180 डिग्रीज होगा। दैट इज टू से द सम ऑफ AOC, COD and BOD is 180 degree. So we have AOC plus COD plus BOD is what? 180 degrees. Now it is given that AOD is x degrees, COD is y degrees, and BOD is is z degrees, which is 180 degrees. But it is given that the ratio of x to y to z is 5 ratio 4 ratio 6. So we can write it as x is equal to 5k, y is equal to 4k, and z is equal to 6k. So let us substitute the value of x, y, and z in this equation. So we have x is equal to 5x, x is equal to 5x, y is equal to 4k, plus z is equal to what? Z is equal to 6k. So z is equal to 6k, and the sum is 180 degrees. Now 5x plus 4x, 9x plus 6x, the sum is 15k, and 15k is equal to 180. So k is equal to 180 over 15, which gives you 12. So we have k is equal to 12. Now we have to find the value of x, y, and z. So let us substitute the value of k to get the value of x, y, and z. So the value of x is 5k, y is 4k, and z is 6k. So let us substitute the value for k to get the values of x, y, and z. X is equal to 4, 5k. X is equal to 5k. So 5 times, and k value is 12. So put 12, and when multiplied it gives you 60. So the x value is 60, and y is equal to 4k. So 4 times k value is 12. So it is 12 times 4 gives you 48, and z value is equal to what? Z value is 6k. So z value is 6 times 12, which gives you 22. So this is the value or solution for this question. Can we have one more question based on the same linear pair of angles? Let us take one more question, and this is the last question for this session. Suppose we have a straight line. Suppose this line to be AB, and there is a point O on this line, and two rays OD and what? OC. OC and OD stands on this line at point O, and we have this angle measuring 55 degree, this angle x plus 20 degrees, and this angle is 3x minus 5 degrees. And now we are willing to find the value of AOC, that is this angle, and BOD, that is this angle. So basically, for this we have to compute the value of x, so that we can substitute the value of x and get the value of this 3x minus 5, which is equal to AOC. And similarly, if we can find the value of x, then we substitute the value of x, and we will get this BUD. So the sum of these three angles is 180 degrees. As you know that the sum of all the angles on the same side of a line is 180 degrees. So angle AOC, that is this angle, and angle COD, this angle, COD, plus this angle, that is BOD, BOD, the sum is 180 degrees. Now the value of AOC is what? This is 3x minus 5 degrees. 3x minus 5 degrees. And this angle COD is equal to 55 degrees. And this angle is what? X plus 20 degrees. And the sum is 180 degrees. Now add these x values together. So 4x, and when these three numbers are added together, it gives you 20, which is equal to 180 degrees. Now move this 20 to the right hand side, so you get 180 degrees minus 20 degrees, right? So x is equal to 1 over 10, 110 degrees over 4. So this is the value of x, and basically when you divide this 110 by 4, you get, what you get, 27.5 degrees. 27.5 degrees. So the value of x is equal to 27.5 degrees. Now, now we are willing to find the value of this angle AOC and this angle BOD. So AOC is equal to 3x minus 5 degree. Angle AOC is equal to 3x minus 5 degrees. So let us substitute the value of x, and the value of x is 27.5. 27.5 minus 5, and this is 112.5 minus 5. So you get 107.5 degrees. And we have to also compute the value of BOD, that is this angle. So BOD is what? BOD is equal to x plus 20 degrees. So this is x plus 20 degrees, and the value of x is equal to 27.5 and plus this 20. So it gives you 47.5 degrees. So this is the answer and the value for the BOD.